I'm Joseph Williams.
And I'm Tia Kolbaba.
And we are teaching the signature course, Religions Now, 21st Century Controversies for the School of Arts and Sciences here at Rutgers. Part of the joy of teaching a religion course here at Rutgers is the sheer diversity of religion that's represented in the classroom, and this provides a lot of opportunity to, again, not just teach about all the different traditions, but also hear from the students, interact with them, and to allow them to bring those voices into the classroom and into the conversation.
We're trying very hard to include several religious traditions to give people an idea of how different religious traditions approach different or sometimes the same kinds of problems. Many of them think of religion as being this very separate piece of culture that you can separate out from everything else. And I think one of the big efforts in the class is to show them all the ways that religion is part of culture. It's not something you can separate out from the rest of culture. For a lot of people, religion is very much the source of what they think of as their absolute values, the things that they will not compromise on. And that also makes religion then both a source of incredible comfort and a source of conflict, because if my absolute values and your absolute values don't go together, then we have a bigger problem than if we were both just sort of relativists about it. And so part of what we're trying to do in the class is say, well, is to get students to work through for themselves. So what do you mean when you say that this is really religion and this is not?
So many issues that become politicized, they get overly simplified in public discourse. And you want to provide the students a way of thinking very carefully and critically about all the different positions that can be taken, and avoid the inclination to simply divide different positions on the debate. So this is a good side, this is a bad side, this is correct and this is wrong. But rather there's so many different gradations in between, and there's a lot of different thoughtful voices on all sorts of issues, and we want to convey the complexity of these issues to the students. In the signature course, Religions Now, we're going to cover issues and debates over the relationship between religious liberty and same-sex marriage. We will cover issues of religion and violence. We'll talk about the complicating issues that arise in a pluralistic society where there's a lot of religious voices that are involved in the political debates and political conversation.
We're going to talk about different attitudes toward sex and sexuality in America. We're going to talk a little bit about controversies in France over women being allowed or not allowed to wear their headscarves, Muslim women, so conflicts about separation of church and state in a different culture from our own. We're going to talk about issues of religious violence and how that, is there some necessary connection there between religion and violence? So we'll talk about some case studies, that kind of thing.
I think one of the ironies of the course is that it's a course called Religions Now, taught by two historians that are very much trained in historical studies. And part of, I think, definitely we want to bring to that conversation with our expertise is to show how you cannot understand these current conflicts without a thorough understanding of the historical forces that have brought us to this moment. And there's also definitely plenty of issues that we'll talk about in debates where people are constantly referencing history. In fact, we spend a lot of time talking about debates over founding figures in the United States and their views of religion in the state. And again, those debates about that history are part of the current conversation, so we want to make sure students have an accurate and informed view of what people actually said in the past, and that they can then bring that knowledge to their current conversations.
So I think we wanted to make the point of how much role there is of religion in a lot of world controversies in the 21st century, and that this was something that we could do as a signature course because it would be valuable for all SAS students, not just for religion majors. The awareness that religion is still really important to some people who will do really wonderful and really horrific things in the name of religion. And so I hope that part of what we're doing again in this class is giving students tools that will help them deal with 21st century challenges.